In offices, warehouses, call centers, and delivery platforms around the world, a new kind of manager has quietly taken control. It doesn't wear a suit, it doesn't sleep, and it never forgets. It's not a person at all, it's a system. Artificial intelligence has become the invisible boss of the modern world, deciding who gets hired, who gets paid, and who gets replaced. But behind every algorithm lies a question we've ignored for too long.
We are showing a
When
positive
machines
trend in the
manage
latest
humans,
report.
who
How can I
really
help?
holds the power? AI at work is often sold as innovation. Smarter, faster, more efficient. Companies promise that algorithms remove bias, optimize performance, and make life easier. But step behind the interface, and another story emerges. In call centers, algorithms measure every breath and every word. In transport platforms, they decide when drivers work, where they go, and how much they earn. From the cubicle to the car seat, AI has become the most powerful supervisor humanity has ever created. This isn't just automation, it's domination coded in data. A century ago, management pioneers like Frederick Taylor broke work into fragments, timing every motion to increase efficiency.
Yes, I understand
Today,
completely. However, the
AI
system shows
performs the
outage
same
is still
task,
active in your
but
area.
at a scale Taylor
Unfortunately,
could
there is
never
no
imagine.
workaround available at
It
this
doesn't
moment.
use a stopwatch. It uses sensors, GPS, and machine learning models that track millions of actions every second. The digital age has turned Taylor's dream into a living system, a workplace where every movement, every keystroke, every emotion can be
We
monitored
started
and
with a simple
optimized.
idea, a small
This is
change.
algorithmic management,
But now,
a
the data
regime where
clearly shows
decisions
the
once
impact.
made by people are now automated by code. And while the language has changed from discipline to efficiency, from supervisor to dashboard, the goal remains the same. Extract as much labor as possible while giving as little control as possible. If you want to see how this system works, start in the global call center. Here, thousands of workers sit in cubicles under fluorescent lights, connected not by walls, but by headsets and metrics. AI-powered software listens to every conversation, analyzing tone, emotion, and speed. It can flag frustration in a customer's voice, detect hesitation in an agent's tone, and even predict whether a call will end well or badly. The algorithm knows when you pause, when you sigh, when your energy dips. It's not just measuring your performance, it's measuring your humanity. Workers describe the pressure as relentless. They are told to smile while speaking, to stay upbeat even when insulted, to meet targets calculated by machines that never tire. Emotional labor, once invisible, is now datafied. Every feeling becomes a metric, every interaction a potential point of failure. But even here, resistance lives. Some workers learn to game the system, speaking just fast enough to satisfy the AI, or timing breaks to reset performance averages. Others find solidarity in quiet ways, sharing tips, supporting each other, or forming digital networks of resistance. The algorithm may monitor everything, but it still doesn't understand empathy. Now let's leave the office and move into the streets, the world of transport and delivery platforms. At first glance, it looks like freedom. Drivers and couriers can work whenever they want. There's no boss, no office, no schedule. But look closer and you'll see the same invisible hand, the algorithm, orchestrating every move. It decides who gets a job, where to go next, how much to charge, and when to reward or punish. It adjusts prices in real time, nudging workers to chase bonuses or stay online during peak hours. This is management without managers, a system that governs through data, not dialogue. The promise of independence hides a new form of dependency. Workers are told they are partners, yet their livelihoods are controlled by opaque systems they cannot question.
We could optimize the
And when
workflow.
something goes
Thank you for reaching
wrong,
out.
a
This
false
is an
rating, a
automated
glitch,
response.
a
We appreciate your
deactivation,
feedback.
there's no one to call. The manager is an app. Accountability vanishes behind the screen. For these workers, the app is both lifeline and leash. Data is the real currency of control. Every action, a ride completed, a call answered, a route chosen, generates information. That information flows upward to management and machine learning systems that predict behavior, optimize workflows, and fine-tune discipline. But workers rarely have access to their own data. They cannot see how ratings are calculated, how fares are adjusted, or how algorithms decide their fate. This asymmetry, total visibility for the company, zero transparency for the worker, is the defining feature of algorithmic control. It's not surveillance through cameras anymore. It's surveillance through information. Power doesn't just watch, it predicts. And when systems predict behavior, they don't just record reality, they shape it. From the call center to the platform, AI has created a continuous web of surveillance and automation. The difference lies only in form. One is stationary, the other mobile. But the logic, measure, compare, discipline, remains identical. In both, metrics replace conversation. Algorithms become the new middle managers, automating praise and punishment. And just like industrial workers once resisted the stopwatch, today's digital workers resist the dashboard. Technology has not ended managerial control. It has expanded it, reaching into spaces once beyond the manager's sight. Even emotional states and physical movements have become part of the labor process. This is the true power of AI at work.
It's too risky.
Not replacing humans, but redesigning them to fit the machine. But wherever there is control, there is resistance. Workers are not passive data points. They adapt, hack, and organize. In call centers, employees use internal chat systems to share strategies, warn each other about unfair managers, or coordinate slowdowns. In platform work, drivers create digital communities, WhatsApp groups, Reddit forums, online unions, where they expose algorithmic manipulation and share tools to track pay or detect hidden penalties. Some build apps of their own, counter-surveillance systems that record routes and payments to challenge the platform's version of reality. Others form digital cooperatives, pooling data to bargain collectively. This new wave of digital resistance shows that power may be automated, but so can solidarity. The same networks used for control can also become tools for collective agency. The rise of AI at work forces us to ask a deeper question. What happens to meaning when management becomes invisible? When the system rewards efficiency over empathy, precision over understanding, humans risk becoming extensions of code. We begin to see ourselves through the same metrics that measure us. We start optimizing our own emotions, our time, our words, until the line between choice and compulsion fades. The irony is profound. AI was designed to imitate human intelligence. But in building it, we've created workplaces that imitate machines. If the 20th century was defined by physical exhaustion, the 21st may be defined by emotional exhaustion, the fatigue of being constantly measured, monitored, and compared. So where does this leave us?
Absolutely.
AI isn't going away. It will become the nervous system of every organization, from hospitals and factories to universities and governments. The real question is who will control it, and for whose benefit. We can imagine two futures. In one, algorithms become tools of domination, automating inequality and erasing accountability. In the other, they become instruments of democracy, transparent, fair, and co-designed with workers themselves. Technology doesn't decide this outcome, people do. The fight over AI at work is really the fight over the kind of civilization we want to build. Every time we log in, click accept, or rate a ride, we participate in this transformation. The algorithms are watching, but so can we. Understanding how AI manages labor is the first step to reclaiming control. Awareness is resistance, transparency is empowerment, and solidarity, digital, global, collective, is how workers can turn data back into power. Artificial intelligence is not destiny, it's design, and design can always be rewritten.